Hey guys, in this video, gonna run through a competitive moveset build that you can teach Dugtrio in the Gen 1 Pokemon games, and the resources used in this video I'll have links posted to down in the video description. So Dugtrio is going to be a ground type. There's a lot of rock ground type in the Gen 1 games, but Dugtrio is just ground. It's weak to grass, ice, water. It resists poison and rock, and it is immune to electric type attacks. The positives here with Dugtrio is its really strong speed stat at 120. Also decent, or at least moderate enough to be passable, attack at 80. The downside here is clearly its HP at just 35, and also weak defense there at 50. But what I like about Dugtrio is its high speed stat give it the ability to attack first a lot of the time, and another thing I like is most of the moves here in this build are going to be learned by Dugtrio through leveling up, so there's less in the way of TMs that you're going to have to burn on him. So move number 1, Earthquake, very strong ground type move. It also gets that same type attack bonus, and this one is going to be picked up at level 47 by Dugtrio. Move number 2 is going to be a normal type attack that has high critical hit ratio with Slash, and Slash is picked up at level 35. And then we have a utility move with Sand Attack, which lowers the target's accuracy by 1. And Sand Attack in combination with Substitute can give Dugtrio something to hide behind. Given its very low HP stat, you're going to want to have something that you can sit behind to protect yourself, like a Substitute. And then Sand Attack makes it more difficult for the opposition to land that blow to get rid of the Substitute. So Sand Attack is going to be picked up at level 24. And then finally, getting to the first TM in this list is going to be Substitute, and going over to our list of TMs, this one is going to be TM 50. It's picked up over at the Rocket Game Corner for 7,700 coin. Another option that is listed here is Mimic, and this is really more of a gimmick or a lucky way to go to try to maybe put your opponent to sleep by randomly taking one of the opponent's moves and putting it in this slot. So if you're going against something that's going to try to put you asleep, maybe you can attack first and get that sleep put on your opponent. But kind of a gimmick and really lucky if that would happen. So I prefer going with the Sand Attack Substitute combination instead of having Mimic in here. But if you do want to go the Mimic route, it is TM31 found over in Saffron City. And in Saffron City, it's at Copycat's house. In Saffron City, Copycat lives in a house located in the northwest of the city. In the Generation 1 games, if you give the player a Pokédoll, they will reward you with TM31 Mimic. And if you're allowed to or want to use a one-hit KO move, you can teach Fissure, which is going to be TM27, and it is the prize for defeating Giovanni, a one-hit KO move. And Fissure in the Generation 1 games has a 30% accuracy and can hit a Pokemon of any level, but it does not affect Pokemon with a higher speed stat than the user. But the benefit to that is Dugtrio has a very high speed stat, so you can potentially get some use out of Fissure if you're allowed to use it in the type of battling that you're doing. If you're just playing your way through the game and you're not in a competitive scenario, maybe you want to go with Fissure, but nonetheless, even if you don't go with Fissure, going with Earthquake, Slash, Sand Attack, and Substitute is a pretty solid build that can do some effective things to the opposition. So that's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.